Just got a job done. Well, it was 7 hours. My feet are actually I can't feel my toes. I put the heat on, but it'd be nice to move around, walk around with socks and uh, not so soaked shoes. It's my work boots and like one of them at least. They were soaked for since like first half an hour, 45 minutes. I couldn't help it. I think it was just so wet. But I've been through it before. It was fine. Then when I kept moving, I could feel my toes. I was like happy just to get moving. And I'm not gonna toot my horn. I think I'm a good worker. I was snow shoveling, for 7 hours, and it wasn't too cold actually. I caught my breath, and I felt my left leg, like the nerve, it was acting up. I have a hand that's a little bit swollen. That's just from holding the shovel. It's nothing. It doesn't hurt, but this is nothing. It's just that I got in a confrontation with a guy because I was being nice, this and that, and he kept saying something. I was like, I was like, what? I kept asking him a couple times. I couldn't hear him too well. He talked underneath his breath. He was just saying random things. He just gave me an attitude. And then it's like, I don't know if one time I got out and I didn't stand at the door. It was a Ford F-350, heavy duty work truck, grimy. It wasn't too grimy, but it's like, unkept. The guy just broke a lamp and shit. He's running into shit. He was careless. He's a careless driver. He was honking a horn at somebody who was just walking. It was like a rich neighborhood. They don't have sidewalks. He's walking. He's like, hey, you idiot, what are you doing? I was like, this guy's a fucking tool. And like people just kiss his ass because like he's a boss. And I don't know if he's a boss, he's a supervisor. First of all, his Jeep broke down on the first big house. I started snow shoveling. He goes back, he pulls out the driveway. I guess he's trying to make a U-turn, and come back in the driveway, and his Jeep just dies. And then we spent like 20, 30 minutes, me and him trying to push it. I'm like, and I try to tell him, maybe you shouldn't push it in the middle of the road. Like, what are you going to do with it? And he just didn't listen. He was giving me an attitude. I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? And it's like, I'm trying to be cordial, this and that. I'm just started thinking of my last job at Amtech and shit. And it's the same shit. It's like, and it's like, I'm like, I didn't even think about leaving, this and that. I'm like, I know what time it is. There's just a lot of evil, fucked up, cruel people. I'm not a prick, so, I get pushed around, I'm a nobody because, I don't know. I'm not a redneck, a hillbilly, or a fucking, an idiot. So, I'm a piece of shit to people, And then we like 2, 3, actually, and then he takes a pickup from one crew and they go home. So I'm like, all right, well, at least I'll have a job. And he starts telling me, yeah, you definitely work till 9. I was like, how many houses we got? This and that. And I got out and I didn't slam the door. I just closed it. And he says, hey, look, don't slam the door next time. Come on, silly boy, silly person, or silly you. Silly little person. I was like, silly kid. Something like that. I was like, motherfucker. And I started getting angry. And then, I go in and I look, it's like 10 o'clock or something, 5 to 10. It's like, oh, that's perfect. I'm like, listen, we're just going to cut it off right now. I'm going home. He's like, please don't do this to me. What am I going to do? I got nobody. This guy owns a landscaping company, but they snow shoveling. I'm like, how is it that you don't have nobody? And I explained to him, you said this and that. Your little 2 workers that walked in the cab crew, it's not that I say hi. They didn't say anything to me. I feel like, I'm the new guy. They should say something. I was 5, 7 minutes late, but I texted you. You didn't have a problem with that. It's like, it's not so much about them, this and that. And I told them, I have a court case, and like this guy just fucking, in a paperwork said, the cop said that he felt threatened for his life, and like this and the other thing. But I told him to go fuck himself. And I told him, listen, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself right now. I can put on my cell phone and record you and put you on YouTube. And he was squirming. He was screaming. He's a tiny little guy, but he was just, he's like a doofus and shit. He was trying to be arrogant. And then he's like, I'll give you more money. Just don't go. Look, I'm sorry. Look, did I say that, this and that? I was like, oh, fuck. Here he goes. And like, I already saw it's going to be awkward now. This is going to be awkward. And it's like, and I was like, what do you mean you can't get nobody else? He's like, I can't get anybody else, Kenneth Wallman used to do the same shit to me, He acted like a fucking cunt. He disrespected me. He was a douchebag. I told him something, go fuck himself. I can't get no other man. Nobody wants to. Yeah, it's too late. So I'm like, fuck, now I gotta finish the job with him. And and it's like I have wet feet the whole time, But it's like it's not even about that. It wasn't really that difficult. The job wasn't difficult. I was shoveling. It's like I was just doing these gigantic swoops. I don't know if the people didn't do it. He was doing these small swoops. And, he told me a couple times, when you have a walkway, just one single file of the shovel. It's like 1.5 feet, 2 feet. I mean, it's like, it's fine, but it's like you walk, even on the sidewalk, it's like, even if there's two people walking, we have to walk in a single file. You know, it's like, I don't know what these snow shovelers are, but it's just like so, it just so, you know, careless and inefficient, these people. And, you know, the self-esteem and what they think they are to some degree, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, bro, all you do is pick up a shovel and drive a pickup truck with, you know, a plow, and you run into shit. And not just you and your little fucking workers, you know. And you have a 10-year-old Jeep Wrangler that just fucking supposedly died, and now you gotta work on it and shit. But, you know, you treat me like garbage, and I work 2-3 times harder than you. And, you know, it's not even about that. It's just that I was like, well, fuck, what am I gonna... He pulls out $100. Oh, no, he pulls out, like, I think $50, because it was, like... No, $100, because it was, like, you know, 5 hours, so it was $100. He's like, I'll pay you more, just stay. I'm like, I don't want... It's not about the money. I'm not gonna sacrifice my health, my wellness, especially when I'm getting angry, and my self-esteem to you belittle me for like $100, $120, $140. I'm just not gonna do that. And, you know, to make things matter worse, you know, the guy works for EMT. He's an EMT. He says he's a volunteer EMT. I'm like, I have problems with people in the hospital, nurses and doctors, and some, not just EMT workers, but they're cunts. You guys are cunts. So go fuck yourself, you little faggot. You know, I told him that. And your little fucking nigger fucking friends, they were white, they were Caucasian, but I just like to use that word nowadays. I think it's fitting. I think people get shocked. You fucking little nigger friends are faggots too, bro. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna call the cops on me faggot because I yelled at you? He's like, no, just, I don't know what's going on. I was like, wow, you going through this? Like, you know, sucking my dick metaphorically and shit. And then, you know, I'm like, all right, well, I guess I got to fucking stay because he got nobody else. And he just didn't, well, he's not going to take me to my car. You know, I'm like, I'm not going to argue with the guy. He was going to call the cops like an idiot because, you know, I raised my voice like a pussy that he is. Maybe he's not that much of a cunt to begin with, you know. But it's like, you know, I'm like, fuck, you know. I'm like, fuck, how many houses do we have? I think we did like 40 houses or something like that. And they're mansions. The driveways were big. He did the driveways with the plow. I did the steps, this and that, and the walkways. Yeah, it was work. But I'm like, fuck, like 2-3 hours. And it's not even about that. I'm like, listen, I can handle the labor. I didn't tell him I was going to get awkward. I was just waiting for it. And then he starts with the fucking small talk. So, are you married? I'm like, motherfucker, it's been 4 or 5 hours after I fucking stood up for myself. Now you want to ask me if I'm fucking married? And, you know, I don't know if anybody else would have just told me, shut the fuck up, let's just finish the job. I'm not an angry person, so I just like, no, I'm not married. It was just like yes and no answer. It felt like, you know, this guy Peter, they call Pepe in 2016 to this other guy, Lucas. He's just like, no, I don't have kids. Yeah, I have kids. Yeah. It's just like, you know, totally ignoring him. And I wasn't too bad. Actually, then I started loosening up and started talking to him. But, you know, it's like, he's like, you want to have a smoke? You want to just go ahead, smoke. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck? It's like, you know, I'm not the type that, you know, I wasn't paranoid. Like, you know, people are like, all right, great. Then he calls the cops. He took my money. He was smoking in the car. You know, he had wet feet. I didn't think like that, but just like, fuck, dude, just like. And then he starts telling me, you know, because they do landscaping, you know, you could if you're looking for a landscaping job, you know, we do landscaping. You could come on the car. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to do landscaping. I didn't want to tell him, not with you. I didn't want to tell him I want to look for something part-time. It's like shit like this. It's like I'm going to come to the job and it's going to be another shit like that. Either from you, from the other guy, another guy. It's like, you know, I'm tired of just fucking, you know, people just not respecting kindness. I'm tired of people not respecting a decent laborer, this and the other thing. And you know what, the fact that, you know, the fact that people just, they think that, you know, they could do a little remote work and then they could just be careless. They could be careless, you know. I didn't tell them any idea, but I was thinking something, and somebody in the city, that's a great idea. You know, it's like, you have all these customers, one of them, because they were home, they said you came late this time for, you know, because snow shovel. I was just wondering, you know, why don't you just, you know, check people's schedules, this and that, and someone gets home at 5, well, obviously you don't do that house first. You know, it's like that. And they just, you know, it was not miscommunication, he just didn't want to do the house, and it was the second house because they were home, and it was late. It was like, you know, it's 12:41 p.m. right now. It was like 11:30. I guess they were home, and they just, you know, they shoveled most of the stuff, or it started melting, and the guy just started doing it, and then you're like, oh, okay, started talking and this and that. And I'm just like, why don't we just fucking leave if they don't want to do it? Why don't we just do it and just be like, you were late. I'm not saying do it for free, but you're cutting a break. I didn't say anything. Before the last house we did, actually, the lady was like, no, I don't need you. And he's like, okay, well, maybe you can stay. And I don't know if he didn't hear it, this and that. And then he's like, okay. And he said to me, come on, let's go. Like Kenneth Woolman. He's like, come on. Like an old geezer and shit. I don't be too hateful on the guy. But it's like, I'm like, oh, fuck, should I just start doing? It's like a lot of stuff he told me. Just single file on the walkway, this and the other thing. Just keep push this and that. And I kept my own because just me and him. Oh, she has a body. But it's like, it's just, he was so careless. And I don't know how the other guys are. They're probably careless as well. Because he told me like 4 or 5 times to just omit something to make it a little bit better, I think a lot of people just don't put a lot of effort. They want their money. They want their car, their houses. I didn't want to know who the fuck worked in those houses. If they work for CNBC, especially CNBC, they go suck a dick. Fuck those pieces of shit. I don't give a fuck if there's a billionaire. He fucking, he's a executive for Facebook. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg. Fuck you assholes. I don't give a fuck if the guy over there works on Wall Street or he has billboards. Fuck you anyway. Who the fuck? Why the fuck should I care what the guy or the woman works? Has what job they have, and they have a $5.5 million mansion. Who the fuck gives a fuck to begin with? I don't worship money. I don't suck devil's cock, and I don't suck God's ass. You faggots. Oh yeah, and the business name is like Heartfelt or Hard some shit landscaping. Yeah, you look like you're gonna have a heart attack there, Billy boy and shit. With your clown fucking monkeys, bro. This other guy was just obese. He was like 250 pounds. He's like just dumping his ass through snow and shit. Just acting like a goofball and shit. You have no respect for my dead fucking brother, cousin. Fuck you, go to hell. And then the fucking retard, I don't know, call him a retard, just so fucking annoyed. He starts telling me, well, what do you think about this war with Russia? You think that Russia's gonna take over Poland? Like, maybe they should have fucking done it years ago. Maybe Poland shouldn't have a country. Maybe you fucking shouldn't have a country either. Maybe United States of America is just an evil fucking empire. You evil states of America, you shouldn't have a fucking country either. You violate people, you massacre people, you slaughter people. Who the fuck you think you are? Small talk about a fucking war, you cunts. Pick up a gun and shoot yourself in the fucking face, faggot. Fucking EMT faggot is gonna fucking, driving recklessly. Like, he almost ran into a couple people. And, like, it was just fucking people honking at him. He destroyed people's property. The ones he was doing for it, they had bricks in the ground. He just pulled it a couple of times. I mean, it's like a Kenny fucking Waldman, I mean, guys are a bunch of fucking cunts and twats, bro. Just fucking say I cursed you out, called you faggot, and give me a charge for that on YouTube. Hate speech. Yeah, I do hate you. You're a fucking prick, bro. Except I don't even hate you. You're just a corny faggot that annoy me. And after you fucking cracker, redneck, fucking hillbilly faggots. And people told me, they insinuated before I come here, they're gonna get you mad, you're gonna be angry, but then you're gonna recover. I still haven't fucking recovered. I'm not even that fucking angry, just a bunch of fucking morons. And, that depressed me, saddened me. Someone insinuated, they said, oh, your brother was the same, but, the people got the best of him. I guess you fucking monkeys trying to get the best of me, too. You trying to get the best of me as well, right? Fucking assholes. If there's a fucking God, he will shit all over you. If there's a fucking devil, you wish I was the fucking devil, because I would have told you to go fuck yourself, and that's all. Fucking cunts. And then fucking retard, someone insinuated that I was a pedophile. How many fucking years you faggots gonna call me a pedophile? Leave me a comment, you whore. And at the end, he gives me like $150. And he thinks I'm an idiot. And the rest of his fucking crew monkeys with fucking, hunting gear, shirts, and fucking, redneck fucking memorabilia over there. They weren't there, but he gives me $150. He's like, it's $150. Because it was 7 hours. $20 an hour, so it's $140. And $150, I was like, oh, did I get a tip? I was expecting him to say, no, that's for me, this and that. He said, no, you didn't get, no, there was no tip. Like, oh, I'm too stupid not to know. He gave me $10, and, he gave me $3.50. I'm pretty sure he didn't have any change. You know, so it's like, why don't you say, no, I don't have any change, you know, I don't feel bad, but I'm a piece of shit, I hate you. I mean, all right, yeah, whatever, just give me the 140, because I was going to tell him, no, I don't want to give me 140, but then it's like, he's going to go to the ATM or a bank, I'm just like, fuck it, whatever, man. I'm tired of this fucking cunt and this clown. And we pulled up here and shit, and, you know, it's my car, and I just changed into some socks, and I'm just fucking chilling right now. But as people probably think that, you know, $20 for shoveling snow is too little. Oh, they would do 3, 4, 5 hours and they would quit because, you know, it's cold or it's rainy or some shit and their feet are wet. Well, asshole, bring a new pair of socks or bring a pair of boots or even just fucking man up and do the fucking job. And there's idiots like that as well. Like, you fucking think, you know, you deserve a mansion and shit for like fucking breeding and taking a shit. Your little lust of fucking mansions and, you know, Lexuses, Beamers, and Benzes, and, you know, 20-inch rims and fucking, I don't know, fucking whatever fucking is in your head, your 80-inch smart TV with your fucking jerk-off fantasies, should probably come to a fucking end. And, you know, that to make the matter worse, he kept apologizing. He apologized 2, 3 times. I'm not even so angry at him, but just like, I'm tired of fucking shit. I showed you kindness and respect, and you fucking degrade me, you disrespect me. And it's like, you know, I gotta stand up for myself to every fucking body out there. You know, it's like, you fucking cunts still don't get it. I'm not your fucking bitch, I'm not your whore. Get that out of your fucking head. You know, it's like you think kindness and respect is a weakness. Well, you know, fucking, if you think it's a weakness, be a hardcore fag and a retard and just fucking start shooting people up or running into a car. Oh, you already do that. You people already do that here in the States. Great, get a couple, you know, Uzi, bazookas, fucking, you know, assault rifles. I don't know, just fucking angry and start shooting. Oh, you already do that. Yeah, all right, good. You're on the right track. You deserve it. Fucking ingreds. And then he starts asking me, so about this and that, I'm like, you know, I'm probably gonna go to Europe. He's like, oh, you've been to Europe? I'm from Europe. All right, bro. Yeah, I don't care where you are. And it's a small talk about, and then what's your hobby? You know, it's like I do YouTube videos. You know, I was like, I didn't want to record him because I kind of felt bad. He kind of like bitched down, like you fucking monkeys would say. He got hoed down. He hoed. He's a hoe. You fucking retards. You know, you call him a prostitute and shit. Half of you morons probably, you know, watch my videos, or some people know me from, I probably know the faggot. But, you know, I'm not even that angry, just like fucking, you know, that's your fucking word. He just, you know, he bitched down. He felt stupid for a minute or two because he realized he might have been wrong, or maybe, you know, I'm not going to be a fucking pussy or a bitch. You know, you fucking dialect of the fucking English language, or like fucking whatever you retards talk nowadays, is fucking atrocious. But it's not even about that. I don't even care about that. Honestly, I'm just not even angry, just fucking, you know, it's like $150 and like, you know, I gotta go through this bullshit. You know, I probably would have been better at home. I would have cooked something. I would have cleaned. I would have created something, and you fucking monkey still would have blackballed me and, you know, try to give me fake views on YouTube and then just call me a fucking, I don't know, a homosexual or some shit. Right? Because I don't fuck whores and dumb bitches that fucking just want to get pregnant and don't care about the baby or the fetus. You know, so yeah, by your fucking logic, whatever your fucking brain works right now, how it works, fuck you anyway. Well, anyhow, yeah, time to go home.